evening to each and every one of you. There's a lovely sense in which we really do see each other in the Spirit, and for that there is great gratitude in my heart, and for so much else. Have you ever had that experience where simply the word thank you it feels infinitely inadequate? There are often textures to it which are inexpressible. And that's what it feels like for me at the moment. Your ongoing support, love, care, patience and faithfulness defies all human expressions of gratitude. So please receive it from our great God, who can go deeper than any physical hearing or any verbal expression. As you know, the state president last week announced that places of worship were able to open us from the 1st of June. And then we had our own bishop's announcement that we would use the next 2 months to get our churches ready for an opening, we hope, on the 1st of August. And when I say we hope, it's because we are always in consultation with the Greater Communion. I have spent 3 meetings already in discussion around what church readiness looks like and how we can educate and help each other. We truly have been growing to greater depths of reliance in God, on one another. Not a bad thing, but it does mean it takes time to uncover what some of that means and how it will look like, what it will look like. So, in terms of what our bishop announced, what is happening is that we're looking at the World Health Organization. We're looking at the South African Council of Churches document. We're also looking at what our own Archbishop has said, as well as our Johannesburg Diocese. Other than the personal protection equipment, which of course is essential and is part of government regulation, there are so many other subtleties where we need to be deeply sensitive to pastoral needs, to things that will affect us, shock us, distress us, make us feel so uncomfortable. There are theologies that we are needing to reimagine. A theology of Holy Communion where we used to always share 1 chalice or 2 chalices depending on the size of the congregation. And that for all of us, or many of us, represents, at the very least, that our desire is to be one in Christ. And now we can no longer do that, and we don't know for how long that's going to be. So we will possibly in the future be receiving Holy Communion in 1 kind. But does that mean that we lift our masks when we receive the wafer? And how do we do that? Not only in a way that is reverential, but also in a way that protects others. In our ordination services as clergy, there is this deep understanding that we share in the bishop's cure of souls. This is taking on an entirely new meaning. Please know that we as your clergy feel deeply responsible for your entire well-being. How we can minister into that is slowly evolving, but can never be static and absolute, because the needs will be adjusted according to the regulations and according to what will be our best understanding of enhancing life for each person, for community as a whole. We will be in time sending out documents to show you some of our thinking. The Bishop has asked that as archdeaconries we meet, consult with each other, wrestle with different ways of answering these deep needs of protection and of health. We will also hopefully be consulting you as well. If you would like to be part of the care team, the COVID care team that we are going to put in place, please let me know. All contributions are most welcome. There's so much that we still have to work through. Things like medical waste. What do we do with that? By that I mean tissues and the kitchen roller towel that will be used. We need to also think about how we are going to take collection, because no longer can we pass the plate around. Will we have the plate on a table, and keeping social distancing, will we each come up and put our contribution in there? Please know that Council is taking this very seriously, because no human life is worth the risk. We want to be able to continue to love and care for each other in the decades ahead. And more than anything, we don't want to cooperate with this virus, but we do want to cooperate with health, with healing, with overall wellness. You matter to us, and in all that you mean to God and to one another, to me, to Gavin, to Maureen, to each person. You are irreplaceable, and we truly pray that we're going to put things in place that will show how priceless and treasured you are. And always remembering that no one is going to be forced to come to church when we eventually open our doors. We will continue to give out services and prayers on social media and on WhatsApp groups, as well as opening our doors. Continue to take care of yourself. You are very, very precious. And until we meet again next week, may the God that fills us with hope, possibility, and reimagining a world that will continue to show God's presence and to be vehicles of love just in fresh ways. May we savor our meeting in prayer, in spirit, and in communion in fresh and new ways, but equally relevant and valuable. God bless you.